Ba-ba-ba-boo. Ba-ba-ba-ba-boo. That's good. Once it hits the lips, it's so tasty. It's so tasty once it hits the lips. You guys want to play? You guys want to play the game? What's Ty drinking tonight? No, it's simple. It's just milk. That's it. It's just milk. Got my phone up too. Whoops! I had my phone trying to monitor progress here. I've been having issues. I was testing notifications, and you guys keep hitting me up about notifications. So I don't know what the deal is. So I was trying to check that out. So if you guys got notifications, congrats. Congrats. Hooty hoo, Alex Strecker, how's it going? Sup, Ovaltine? I don't get that reference at all. Woo Pig, Fishman, Mountain Visions, Woo Pig, John Hawes, yo, I made it. Stay off the NyQuil. I think you're fighting something, right? Hogs over the Tigers, 71-68, says Grant Patrick. All right, I had someone. I love laughing at this shit. I had someone get upset. So it's either I'm reading off Patreon supporters, either I'm reading off their names, and people don't like that. I say people. It's like one guy, right? Maybe two. And then I had a guy on my last video in the comment section say that, someone had mentioned, what was his original complaint? That it wasn't nonstop Razorback talk in here. Okay, he must be new to YouTube Live. I don't know. There's my notification. Oh no, that was Kelly. That was Kelly doing her thing on social media. Thanks for tagging me, Kels. Appreciate that. But yeah, you can't do a show. You must be new to YouTube Live, right? You ever gone to a Twitch live show, a podcast, or whatever? If it's nonstop sports and statistics and analytics, dude, it's boring as hell. So that's not this show. Never has been. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll get into it. And then I think he was upset that I read chat, right? He was upset that I read chat. I'm not going to just listen to some guy. Okay, whatever floats your boat. See ya. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. And I like making fun of these people because, well, it's usually, he said he was a longtime subscriber. So you waited until like the last video to finally just be like, I'm okay, all right, whatever. You do you, my man. That's what we do. This is what live streams are, and the benefit of having a chat. I'm just saying. Haagen-Dazs says, yo, what's going on, man? Grant Patrick, how you doing? Steven Rogers, waiting for that Malik Hornsby hammer to drop. That's going to be on Wednesday, so we'll get into that. The booger eater got arrested. Okay, I don't know who. Are you talking about the actual Ole Miss or the? I'll let you guys figure that out. Trump just gave Les Miles a John L. Smith hold my beer moment with his latest Super Bowl tweet. The Chiefs made the greatest. Mr. Runner, we don't really talk politics in here. I mean, I can, but try to refrain from chat doing that. I'll poke fun. I'll do my Trump impression, my Trump voice and my Bernie Sanders voice. Can't wait for the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl next year. Yeah, right. I don't know what is up with Cowboy fans. It's I don't know. Welcome to the show where someone will tell Ty he's wrong all the time. And I've been wrong. What, twice? I'm kidding. You guys know that's a joke. Never had a problem with YouTube notification. All good. Okay, good. Well, some people have, and I've gotten that in the Twitter DMs. Earmuffs, kiddos. Dang it, YouTube! I need a notification. See what I'm saying? I don't know what the deal is. That's why I was trying to figure out. That's why I had my phone up. Oh Lord. All right, if Joe can get back into it, consistent rhythm, Chaney can produce rebounds. Of course, I forgot my glass. Oh, here they are. Here's my glasses. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here we go. You ready? I don't know why I went all the Ty Hudson. See that? See that? Can you see it? Is it out of focus? But oh, yeah. There we go. Now I can read chat. What's up, Big Fry? How you doing, my man? Okay, if Joe can get back into a consistent rhythm, Chaney can produce rebounds, and Jones can play like he did against Alabama. We can win the game against Auburn. So we will start first, okay? Since, like I always do, I try to give you guys a few minutes to get in here, warm up. Wait on chat. Mr. Runner says, sorry. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, yeah, I didn't do my cold open. I didn't do my opening. Okay, I better do this too, because someone will correct me in Discord. Kelly. Or was it Kelly, or was it one of the Alexes? I can't remember. You ready? Here we go. Yo, what is going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? Welcome to the one and only Pig Trail Network live show. Thank you so much for stopping by and listening. I really do appreciate it. I mean that. Even though this is a slightly rehearsed intro that I've been doing for a long time. If you guys would, at the end of the live stream, like, comment, share the content. Of course, you're going to comment because you're in here commenting. But for those of you who are watching later on and maybe not here live, but feel free to hit the like, tap the subscribe button as always. I really do appreciate that. And, and by sharing, you could tap the little share arrow and paste it across social media. Make sure you tag me like Mark Douglas and Kelly Marie often do. And there's a couple others. I appreciate that. But anywhere you can on social media, it'd be much appreciated. If you want to join the Patreon, the PTN Patreon channel or page, that's provided for you in a link in the description box down below. And there's also a PayPal tip jar, right? I mean, it's all kind of a tip jar, but you know what I'm saying. Booger Eater, Ole Miss pitcher arrested for DUI. Okay, I thought so. Has there been any more information on what is wrong with Isaiah Joe's knee? No, I haven't heard anything, and I know Musselman addressed the media today, and I have not had a chance. Discord link. Okay, let me get the Discord out. Oh, and that was another thing. This individual complained that we talked too much about Ronnie and Kelly. So I don't want to hear some Kelly and Ronnie make it all about somebody else. How dare you, Ty? It needs to just be nothing but nonstop sports for an hour. God, in the words of Napoleon Dynamite, God, what an idiot. There's a Discord. Ty, do you think you could do something out there if they threw you on the court? You might get a lucky bounce. I'm tall, but I'm fat. Hey, the rumors are true. When you see people call me a fat ass on social media, they're not wrong. Okay, I was called a bearded fat guy. On my in my comments section, they're not wrong. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. There ain't no way you can get my fat ass up and down that court. On Saturday, people in chat said that Joe needed... Yeah, so that ended up not being... It was about an Alabama player, Tony. That wasn't about Isaiah Joe. That's not true. As far as I know, he's day-to-day last I heard. When I hear Booger Eater, I think Gus Malzahn. Yeah, didn't he get caught too? Our 2020 football recruiting class is ahead of Ole Miss now. I'm so happy. Yep, that is exactly where we're going to start before we get into basketball. All right, so let me just throw some names out here for you guys to listen to or to keep up with on Wednesday. Remember, that is February 5th, signing day. Names to watch that are going to announce. Now, it is possible they could change their plans and commit the day before. As far as I know, these names I'm about to mention are all going to be signing day announcements. Or should be. I mean, you know how this goes. You just never know with these 17, 18-year-old kids. All right, we'll start off with Malik Hornsby. Where do you think he goes, Ty? Has anything changed since last weekend? Has anything changed at all? No. I like him to go to Arkansas. I'm still leaning Malik Hornsby. Everything I know and heard and been told and read, I like him to go to Arkansas. Okay, what about that 3-star up in St. Louis where the Cardinals play? What about him? Jalen St. John. Arkansas lean. Okay, I like that. Now we get into some dicey waters here. 6'5", 300-pound offensive tackle, Marcus Henderson. Okay, Arkansas's been on his radar. They made a push for him. I've not heard an update on him yet, but Marcus Henderson, I believe, is probably going to sign with Ole Miss. Okay, that shouldn't really shock anybody. We haven't mentioned him here because I haven't really bought into him ever really coming to Arkansas. I think I mentioned him once on a show. I've just never really. Okay, Levi Draper, who's an OU linebacker, he's been a special teams guy. Supposedly I know he visited over the weekend. 6'2", 225-pound linebacker. He's a special teams guy. I really don't know how much. I know everyone's going to say depth is depth, and there's truth to that. There is. I don't know how much he actually helps you on the depth chart because he's not a guy that's expected to see the field. Like, this is a special teams move for Levi Draper. They need help there. He could. I mean, look, how thin Arkansas is. My God, he could start for all we know. We should know something soon, but again, he is expected to primarily contribute as a special teams player. He was a 4-star out of high school. I do expect him to end up being a Hog. I don't really know of anyone else that he was interested in. Someone had said Tulsa, Oklahoma State, and Mizzou, I think, was someone who I not really a trusted source, but I do like their odds there. Okay, I thought I heard someone right outside my door. Anyways. All right. Getting into some more dicey waters. 6'4", 3-star / 4-star, depending on the site. Savion Williams, who was formerly look, this whole process, I thought he's going to be a Hog. I don't know what's happened, but as of really since the Texas offer, he has leaned, and this is anyone that I know, he's leaning heavily towards TCU. What's weird about this is TCU already has some pretty good depth at wideout. Arkansas does. They've got depth at wideout. They do. But it's how much of it is really proven depth is one thing, but I think a lot of schools, that's a good problem to have, right? Like, you don't know the rest. It's unproven because, Woods, Knox, and Burks are expected to contribute so much for the future next year and beyond. So of course the rest of the depth is unproven. But TCU's in a similar situation in that they've got a lot of receivers on their depth chart, up and down their depth chart. They've got some pretty good depth there. I don't know compared to the rest of the Big 12. I don't know. But and they have 3 wide receivers committed already. Arkansas, you know who they have. They've got Turner. But for whatever reason, he is leaning heavily towards TCU. I'm not implying anything. But well, look, we really shouldn't be. Arkansas is not. Especially when you're up against a Big 12, a Power 5 opponent, especially for a wideout, you kind of understand. I really don't even know what TCU does on offense anymore. I have no idea. Maybe they run the spread now. Maybe somebody knows in chat. I don't know what they do. Maybe they throw the ball 50 times a game and they're pumping out receivers to the NFL. I don't know. But Savion, it's just strange to me that Arkansas has – the coaches have gone to their games. They've been heavily recruiting this guy from what I understand. TCU has not. They have not gone to his basketball games. They have not gone to any other sporting events. They've not gone and seen him enough compared to Arkansas. Apparently, Stepp has gone above and beyond to be there. And for whatever reason, Savion's still rumored to favor TCU. I don't know. The last time I heard Arkansas go after someone this hard and they didn't get him, it was understandable because the other program was a winning program. Like, you understand, it's TCU. I know they're in a better place than Arkansas, okay? I get it. Before I get scolded, Tyler, I know. But still, it's just strange to me because this kid favored Arkansas. That's what's weird about all this. And then the Texas offer came along, and I thought, well, okay, that's who he's wanted all along. And yet he's not wavered from TCU. And Texas was supposedly like his dream. Like, that's where he wanted. That's who he wanted to get offered. Now, you can argue they came in late, and that's a fair argument. And Texas is loaded at wide receiver, and I think they do have I could be wrong, but I think they have a couple of commits there already. I don't know. It is what it is. But he is expected to announce on Wednesday. And then you've also got Allen Horse, 3-star tight end. Looks like he's leaning towards University of Texas San Antonio. Let that sink in for just a minute. A tight end, a position Arkansas needs badly. And he's expected to sign for UTSA. Now, it's up in the air. Anything can happen. I think the dead period, did it kick back in? I can't remember. I know that it was something like they either had 2 days before, 2 days after. I can't really recall for signing period. But it's looking like he could favor UTSA and sign with UTSA. That's what I was trying to allude to earlier. That's the situation that Arkansas is in right now. Let's just be honest with ourselves. You're a shitty football program. You just are. Okay? I could feel the hate mail. I feel it coming. Your anger flows through you. I could feel it. That makes people mad. But that's the reality of the situation. Under Houston Nutt, I do remember D'Angelo Williams going to Memphis. I remember that. That was tough, but you saw what he did at Memphis. It made sense, and they were a program that seemed to be on the up and up. But this is a position they badly need. And at the time, you understood why he went to Memphis. Okay, the depth at running back that Arkansas had was ridiculous. This is not the case. Hudson Henry and Kern are like the only two tight ends they have that are and no, Kern's a preferred walk-on, I think, isn't he? Does he have a scholarship? Regardless, guys, that's not good. They need a tight end. It's getting bad to where they're offering kids just out of the blue and nobody wants to come visit. I think they're in on one other kid, and you could see them nab somebody who was kind of undecided this week. Anything can happen. I don't think anybody should panic, but it's just not a good sign. And that's nothing against Pittman. That's not Pittman's fault. That's not this staff's fault. And yeah, we know who's at UTSA. We get it. There's some affiliations over there. I understand that. I know that works people up, though, and that's just the reality of the situation right now for Arkansas. You're going to have to climb yourself. You're going to have to climb out of this damn hole that you're in, that Chad Morris and Brett Bielema put you in. Some people want to blame Jeff Long. I'm not going to stand in your way for that. You need a tight end, maybe even two. They had two committed, Frazier and Horace. Frazier signed with Auburn, and Horace was your other commitment. And those two, obviously, Chad left, and you understand that. But even Chad realized we need to start stacking up on tight ends. I don't know what they do if they end up – they'll take somebody. They'll get someone, and maybe it'll be a hoorah kind of moment. Maybe it'll be all right. That's a good land. Maybe they can convince somebody. I don't know, but it's not looking good at that position. That's what I'll say. So I don't know. Most people are going to look at the whole Barry Lunny Jr. and all that and all the affiliations there with UTSA, who's recruited these guys. But it's an opportunity to play in the SEC. It's an opportunity to play in the SEC West, and it's an opportunity to go to a school that badly needs you, and you're probably going to see some playing time year one. That should vastly outweigh what's going on at UTSA. Anything can happen. He could still sign with Arkansas, and sadly, you'd have to say it's a steal. They had to steal him from UTSA. It could still happen. But if he signs with UTSA, I'm gonna rage. Okay, I'm not gonna do that, but I'm not gonna be happy, and I'm definitely not gonna tweet. And that's another thing. Don't tweet at these kids. You can't blame them, right? They're doing what's best for them. Don't ever tweet at these kids. Don't mention them unless you're saying congrats or whatever. But don't tweet negative shit at these kids on social media. Come on, act like adults. But here, in my own little comfort zone, I'm going to be just facepalm if they end up not being able to sign Alan Horace. I do think that there's a possibility they could sign a top 40 class. I still think it's with Hornsby, with Jalen St. John, and with Savion Williams. I think it's a top 30 class, absolutely. If you can somehow convince Marcus Henderson's the big one. I know he's leaning towards Ole Miss, but to me, there's an opportunity there that maybe they could squeeze their way in and get him to switch. Ole Miss has been on him. Lane Kiffin wants him pretty bad. So that's where I'm at right now with all this. But those are the guys to look out for on Wednesday. I believe they're all, again, anything could change, but I believe they're all going to announce on the 5th. So let me read your rage comments here. Big 12 has always been a receiver conference, just like the SEC is. But Yeah, but Alex, when you look at his relationship with Stepp, who's been recruiting this guy for I don't know how long since he's been here, the relationship there, it's just strange to me. And TCU, I'm going to tell you right now, has not been over-involved with him. They haven't. They've not really, you can argue they haven't made much of an attempt outside of an offer. And Arkansas has gone above and beyond, and it's just, I don't know. Williams might want to stay closer to home. That is a possibility. But then why not go to Texas? I mean, why not go to UT, supposedly his destination school? Horse looking to be a big fish in a small pond. I don't know. You just don't hear kids very often. Like they want to. There's a reason why the SEC has such mass appeal, even on bad teams. You shouldn't be competing with UTSA for recruits. I'm sorry. Are we getting any recruits that can challenge Rakeem Boyd? Or no, it's Rakeem. No, no one's gonna challenge Rakeem Boyd. It's his job. Thanks, Barry. I mean, he's doing his job. He's a hell of a recruiter. I told you guys I wanted them to keep him so bad. Him and Stepp. A lot of people think that it's more to do with the other guy. Every team in the Big 12 runs some form of spread. The SEC is headed. Yeah, again, if you followed recruiting enough, when a school makes that big of an attempt at you, and the other school doesn't, generally the school that makes the biggest attempt at you gets that kid. I mean, TCU has not been involved with his recruiting outside of an offer. Now, have they made official visits? Sure. But you consider the past relationship with Stepp. You consider the history between these two. You consider where he's been. He knows the facilities. He knows the ins and outs. It's just bizarre to me that he's stuck with TCU through all that, but it's not shocking at all. Just got to the stream. First thing I heard was, we're a shitty football team. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to put it like it is. I'm not – guys, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for anybody. Doesn't mean you'll always be shitty. Doesn't mean they've always been shitty. Things didn't go south until they fired Petrino, and it just is what it is. We're losing recruits to UTSA now. My God. Yeah, there's no other way to look at that than to just shake your head and hope that he changes his mind. I don't know. Who did they lose? I don't know what you're talking about. They haven't lost anybody. I mean, Savion and Horace was once committed. Preach it, Ty, we suck. You do right now, but that doesn't mean you're going to always suck. You can get out of that hole, and I think if anyone is capable of doing it out of all the schools in the SEC that are struggling, give me Arkansas. There's big-time appeal to play here. Fayetteville, parents, I'm telling you, man, you get parents on campus, Fayetteville there's something about it. I don't know if because they keep making these short lists for great small town or whatever, because Northwest Arkansas is just so appealing to parents. You don't have high crime. The area is, it's nice. Let's be honest, it is. I know we've got some Central Arkansas people who hate it when I say that, but that is the case. His former coaches at Arkansas are the reason. Daytona Beach, I don't care. It's UT freaking SA. Stop with that. Stop. It's University of Texas San Antonio, my man. Come on. Oh, my goodness. I also think we get Xavier Kelly. Yeah, Xavier Kelly will be a Hog. Yeah, I didn't put him on the list. I'm sorry. Xavier Kelly will be a Hog. I fully believe that. Clemson transfer. He was a backup. He was a 4-star out of high school. He was a backup at Clemson, played a lot of special teams. He'll come here and compete. I like that. Kelly's a hell of a pickup if they get him. I'm playing with the Razorbacks on 2K. Nice. Well done. Maybe he liked Morris. Who? Which one? We're going to start losing recruits to Arkansas Tech. Oh, hell, I hope not. No. Look, give him a full recruiting cycle, and I think you're in pretty good shape. The case is the scenario that is Arkansas football right now. It's not a good one. You've got to change minds, right? You got to change minds and get parents involved. If anybody can do that, guys, it's Sam Pittman. Okay, I know I'm getting hate mail. I know someone's going to write me a nasty comment when this is all done. It'll go right to my filtered comment section. But it is what it is. But I think if anybody can get you out of it, it's Sam Pittman. Now, can he deliver a good product on the field? That's yet to be seen. We don't know. We winning 6 games this upcoming season, no less. Colt, do you care to expand on that? Where do you see 6 wins? Just curious. I'm not seeing it right now, man. I mean, I'm a little ways away. It could change between now and leading up to fall camp. Who's better, Arkansas at football or Vanderbilt at basketball? I'll leave that to chat. I don't know if you're giving our incoming line enough credit. Our incoming line? I mean, are you talking about like for the year? For like what they're going to do win-loss? Sure, the offensive line will be better. Is that going to equate to 6 wins? You got a lot more pieces. The good thing is you got Felipe Franks, who's growing on me. I hope those interceptions come way down at Arkansas, and hopefully Briles can get him under his wing and get it figured out. I like Briles as an OC. I like Odom as a defense coordinator. Anything's possible. I'm not to 6 wins yet. I don't know that I can get to just because your offensive line is going to be a little bit better to 6 wins. It's just everyone's got a good offensive line in the SEC. Name of the game in this league is still defense, despite the fact they're giving out more and more yards every year, but that's mostly because of the evolution of offense and the way the game's just played now. That's what I'm saying. Full cycle and winning program on being an upward program. Okay, I'm with you. I think if anyone can get you out of this mess, it is most definitely Sam Pittman. And Wonder Boys are legit guys. Maybe the best team in the state. Hey, Arkansas Tech, usually good. The new strength coach is a monster. And our kids train our kids the way he trains. I go to Arkansas Tech, and we suck, bro. I just hope our line for betting is better this year. Can we seriously complain about where recruiting is and up? It's an amazing job where we are now compared to where we thought we would be at this point. Yeah, so yeah, I mean I don't disagree, Mark. It's been really good up until the Savion stuff is confusing. Horace is confusing. I definitely don't get Horace. Savion, you at least understand. Going to a Power 5 school that's closer to home. You can make that argument, and that's a good argument to make. It's still strange to me, that whole relationship there between him and Stepp. He was definitely closer to Stepp, not Chad Morris. If that were the case, I think he would have definitely picked up the phone with Auburn, and from what I understand, he hasn't. It's definitely a Stepp thing. Stepp has gone above and beyond, recruited him really hard, and he's still leaning towards TCU. And okay, but then you look at the Allen Horace situation. That's just, I don't know. That's bizarre. Outside of that, you're looking at a strong recruiting class, and I didn't even mention. I mean, you've got the JUCO kid Coates, who I really like, long body. Don't ignore stars when it comes to JUCO players because you really have no idea what you're in for with JUCO guys. Pittman might be our guy. You're absolutely right, Jalen. He might be. I'm moving up to Fayetteville area this month. Congrats, Jalen. Fayetteville's all right. Getting a little ridiculous on taxation up here. Starting to, some of the policy making I've not been real fond of in Fayetteville, but it's a college town. What do you expect? Ty, do you think we have a chance against Auburn? Sorry if I missed. Yeah, I'll get on that in just a second. Hog Talk Podcast. Ty, offense wins games, but defense wins chips. Get that offensive line fixed, and Arkansas will be better. Run game gets better. Quarterback spot should be better with production. 6 wins? Nah, but maybe. Yeah, no, I agree. They're going to be better, and I think they're going to be better across the board. 6 wins, I just don't know. But it's all about the defense. I like Odom. Golly, I like that hire. Holy cow. Ty, do you think Ben Hicks is the worst quarterback in Arkansas history? I would say either him or Mitch Mustang. Mitch was bad, but my God, he was a true freshman, and all he had to do was turn around and hand the ball off to D-Mac. But he still, as a true freshman, he struggled a lot, and then he went to USC, didn't do anything there. Hell, I think they turned him into a punter, and he couldn't even see the field as a punter. That's nothing against Mitch. Sometimes I think he panicked. He left for a bigger and better school and then got caught up with better talent over there. I think that's what happened. I think had he gone to like Tulsa or maybe a smaller non-Power 5, I think he could have done pretty decent for himself. A&M is the only game we ever play close regardless. I think we do it this year. Man, I hope. We talk about a coach you overpaid for, huh? I live in Woodlands, Texas property. Let's see. Property taxes are insane here. Yeah, it's getting kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Especially in areas where it's growing and, they see the growth and the value increases, but so do taxes. Wait, what about Starkle? Yeah, what about Starkle? Starkle wasn't very good either, huh? No, I agree, and I'm assuming that's Jacob with the YouTube, the Hog Talk Podcast YouTube. I haven't seen you in here in a little while, man. Thanks for coming in. Mitch still threw more touchdowns than Ben did with less weapons. That's debatable. Your weapons this year were all freshmen, right? I mean, you had Rakeem Boyd. I'll give you that. Cheyenne O'Grady for a little while, but that was really it. I don't know. Oh, wow. Look at that. Six-time club. You go to timeout. I don't know why it doesn't work. There we go. Okay. You're right. We won't win 6 games. We'll win 7. All right. Well, you're definitely token on something. Basketball, Arkansas taking on Auburn tomorrow. I plan on doing a post game. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know where to put Arkansas in this game. This is a tough one. This really is. I think. Let's see. Did Twitter about Andy Reid and how he understands why Andy's not ever won the Super Bowl? I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that, Steve. I'm sorry. Taxation equals relaxation. I'm not going to get into that right now about taxation. Auburn and Arkansas. Here's what's interesting about Auburn. They do some things really well. What is that they do well? They rebound really good. They're top 20 rebounding team in the country. They average right north of about 40 to 41 rebounds, and they're a top 30 scoring offense, roughly about 79 points a game. Kind of resemble Alabama quite a bit, maybe. If that's a team who's caught some buzz this year has been Auburn. Auburn, remember, this team was walking on water. They were undefeated, and then they got smacked in the mouth. I've been saying all along, they're overrated. They're not far and above the rest of the SEC. Auburn is really good at home. I don't know about on the road this year. They've got their 2 losses are both road losses. They lost to Alabama 83 to 64. 83 to 64. And then they lost at Florida 69 to 47. They got smacked in the mouth. And I think a lot of this hype, obviously they went undefeated in non-conference play. Their biggest victory in non-conference up until the did they not play in the Big 12 SEC matchup? I thought they did. I'm not seeing that on here. Oh, they did. Iowa State. That's right. They beat. Yeah, I was going to say. I'm sitting here looking at it. So Iowa State's, I guess, their biggest win between them and maybe NC State, looking at just a quick glance at their schedule. But then they start off conference play 3-0, and then, like I said, they lose on the road against Alabama and Florida. I like Arkansas in a very close, very, very close game. I think it's going to be back and forth. I think you'll see some lead changes back and forth quite a bit. Man, that place is going to be rocking. If you get an opportunity to go, you ought to go. I heard, too, on StubHub. I don't know how true this is. Supposedly tickets were pretty cheap because the university's trying to get just fill the stadium up. I don't know how they got them cheap, but a friend of mine looked on, I think, StubHub. I wish he was in chat right now. But he said that they were let's scroll up here, find out. Let's see. Well, Auburn tickets $11, but he doesn't say where. I'm assuming that's BS. There's no way they're that cheap. But somewhere you're supposed to be able to find them pretty cheap because the university's trying to fill the stadium up, or I guess, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that entire $11. No way. No way. Not my chair, not my problem. But it's going to be a tough environment. They don't play that well away from home. They did beat Mississippi State on the road 80-68. That is saying something, though. They did beat Ole Miss, but that was a close one, 83-82. And they just beat Kentucky. But I like Arkansas in this game. they've got some ball players. They've got guys that, they've got some talent over there. I mean, it's a typical Auburn well-coached team this year, same as last year, I think. Bruce Pearl is he talked about his guys being just hungry. Talked about how much they're looking forward to the rest of the season, and they are a legitimate. I mean, look, they're number 11 in the country. I think that's the latest rankings, number 11. They look like a team too that can go deep into the tournament. Man, they're just stacked. They're 19-2 overall with a 6-2 conference record. LSU still undefeated in conference play, 8-0, 17-4 overall record. Kentucky at 16-5. 6-2 in conference. Mississippi State 5-3. Arkansas sitting right now at 500 at 4-4 with a 16-5 overall record. Yeah, give me Arkansas. Arkansas's favored. Remember, Alabama was favored at about the same percentage, 58.6%. The home team, especially in Power Fives, are going to have the edge. It's just hard to win no matter where in Power 5 basketball on the road. Arkansas's done it this year. What is Arkansas at on quadrant wins? Anybody know? I think it's 2. I think they have 2 quadrant wins. This would be a third, and it would be huge for their body of work getting into March, getting into they do everything now with these quadrants. I don't know if it's any better than what they were doing, but yeah, Vanderbilt 0-8, 8-13 overall record. That is bad. Ole Miss 1-7 in conference, 10-11. Mizzou, I love seeing that Mizzou sucks. 2-6, 10-11. I say that. Watch them beat Arkansas. Uh-oh. Ty, you just jinxed us, damn it. Ty, you just jinxed us. We're gonna lose. I get blamed for everything. But after Auburn, it gets interesting because you've got some winnable games at Mizzou. At Tennessee, Tennessee doesn't – I mean, I say they're not a problem. Look, it's at Tennessee. That's always going to be a problem. Mississippi State at home. Whoa, dropped my dime. At Florida, then you come back home against Mizzou, and then you're also home against Tennessee. Those 2 games could be huge. But this kind of sets the stage. What you do tonight could really do a lot for you pushing yourself forward, getting yourself ready for March. At Georgia's beatable. Home against LSU. My gosh, that's going to be a game. That's going to be a game, y'all. That's huge. Right now, they're top 20 in the country. Will they be ranked by that time? I'm sure they will. LSU's playing pretty good ball. Arkansas should have beat them on the road. We'll see if they can beat them at home. And then your last game of the year on the road against A&M. And A&M is, they're A&M. They're kind of still trying to figure it out. With a 10-10 overall record. What do you guys think? Where are you at? Do you think they make the tournament? Are you with me? Have you joined the dark side of the force? The Ty Hudson curse is real. He says we win tomorrow, which means we lose. I do. I get blamed for everything. But yet people are silent when I pick wins. What about that, huh? TTV, yo boy Judd. I made it. What's up? How many votes did Arkansas get in the AP? I don't know, Josh. That's actually a really good question. I'm not really sure. Out here dropping dimes. That's exactly what I'm doing. Dropping my dimes. Yeah, if Isaiah Joe can pick it up, I definitely think they beat Auburn. It's going to be all about Witt and Mason Jones, though. I feel like it's going to be up to them. I don't know. I saw the university post $11 offer. I'm pretty sure. Wow. So there's truth. They're all $11 for the remainder of the midweek games because they're promoting, quote-unquote, the fact that they've had 11 years of Super Bowl. Really? That's bizarre. On the ESPN app, tickets are as low as 11. Holy crap. So if you're in the area, go to the game. $11. Man, that's a steal. What a game. Hey, Ty, would you turn into a Mississippi State fan? No. For no amount of money. Absolutely not. 11 years of having Hog players and 11 straight Super Bowls. That's just weird. Yeah, that's BS. Are you guys buying that? They just want to sell out crowd. LSU are cheaters. I agree, Lance. 110%. Attorney, maybe. Auburn game, nope. Okay. I think they beat Auburn. Auburn does not play well away from home. They've got 1, maybe 2 decent wins on the road. I told my brother we are a Sweet 16 team. If they go any further than that, Good Lord, Colt. If they make the tournament, you should be celebrating. They were picked at the bottom of the conference. I had them preseason as lucky to get to 14 wins. You should be excited. Even if they make the NITs, you ought to be like, oh, okay, all right, I'll take that. You should, because you were picked to be bad. And they're turning it around. It doesn't look like we got any AP votes. Okay, I was going to say I'd be surprised if they got any more than 5. I thought tickets for $15 today on StubHub. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess there's truth to that. That's crazy. That's crazy. What'd you guys think of the Chiefs game? I was wrong. I'm surprised nobody pointed that out yet. I was wrong. I took the 49ers. And I think they had that thing, they just, Garoppolo, he's not the guy. He's not the guy I want to have the ball in the final minutes of a football game. He's not. Definitely a system quarterback. I saw tickets. Come on, Ty. No, I'm not going to do it. Oh, you're talking about for the Sweet 16. Yeah, that's just, you're setting yourself up for major failure if you think they're, I'm not saying they won't make the Sweet 16, but if Arkansas gets the tourney, does Musk get Coach of the Year? He should, Anthony. Thank you, sir. He absolutely should. But he probably won't. It'll probably go to Pearl. Because Pearl, Auburn, if I remember right, I don't think, where's my preseason magazines? I haven't looked at them in a while. I don't think they were picked to be this high up. But no, it'll take like something crazy for him to get SEC Coach of the Year. At least we aren't having another Courtney Fortson here. I remember Courtney Fortson. Oh my God, I haven't heard that name in a while. No. Bill says no. This is Arkansas. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. And people wonder why we have a chip on our shoulder. I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. I'm going to knock my camera over. You ready? Okay? Everyone pay attention. Here we go. Shit. Whoops. I don't know where that went. All right. Okay. God dang it. Thought I banned you. Get out of here. There we go. You gone. You gone. I think. The user's messages are now hidden. There you go. You're donezo. Sorry. Spamming in my room. Do you think Joe will play tomorrow? I don't know. From what I understand, he's day to day. I haven't heard. Musselman had a post game, and I haven't had a chance to watch it. So I'll do that probably later tonight. So, okay, that's it. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Remember to like, comment, share. Well, you've already done the commenting. Why are these 6 channels here? Well, I haven't told you guys, but what I do after the live streams, you can find me over on. I'm just kidding. On my sexy cam show over on a website that I'm afraid that if I say I might have my channel banned. Pornhub! I'm kidding. You guys have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, being a part of all this. I appreciate the Discord channel. I'm going to try and link that one more time for you. Ciao. Is it there? There you go. Boom. Probably Karen getting her revenge. She's still here. I didn't fire her yet. She took a day off. It's Monday. It's the day after Super Bowl, right? Super Bowl Monday. She's still hungover. I mean, Monday night. All right, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. I just never know what's going on after the games. If I've got stuff going on with the kids, I plan on it. Just plan on me being live after the game. I hope it's good news. But I'm taking Arkansas over Auburn. I'm not going to give a score, but I'm taking the Hogs. If they lose, they lose. Stop blaming me for everything. For crying out loud. All right. Go Hogs, and I'll see you tomorrow night, more than likely.